Hey everybody, and welcome to another JASP video. In this one, we're going to be talking about new version time. So at the beginning of this year, we've got 0.18.2. This is going to be a quick video of the overview here, and then we'll do separate videos for some of these changes, definitely for this process module. In any case, new features and improvements for those of you who are looking into this stuff. I know some folks don't like these release notes videos, but you know, what are you going to do? I like to tell people if they're not paying attention to updates and they're like, oh, that's something that I want, these videos are for them. So two new modules that came out the second of the 2024 calendar year. We have a beta survival, so survival analysis module, and then a beta process analysis. Look for a video coming out soon just on the process module in case you like doing mediation and moderation and you have some experience with SPSS and the process add-on for that app. Now we have a complete mediation moderation. However, it is in beta. So you'll see in the video where some things work and some things kind of don't. And but just show you the basic module for that one. Data editing, let me pull up a JASP here to show you the data editing changes. So I'm not going to do a full video on this one. So we've got 18.2 up there. So let me go ahead and open up some, let me go ahead and open up the bugs CSV, for example. So you've seen this in some of my videos before. We've got subjects. We've got about 93 of them. Gender, region from where they are, what kind of education they have, and then the values for D and F. Disgust and frightening, I believe that's what it is. But let's go into edit data to talk about this redesign, right? So that redesign of the variable setting window. So I can't tell you what it looked like before because it's been a while since I did that video, but go check that video if you are interested. So we have a couple of things to point out. So you hit that button to go back to analysis mode. You do this to go into synchronization. And I've been told that they are working on the headers and the file names when you make changes with synchronization. Check out my video on synchronization and how that works. You have the insert menu, you have the remove menu, and then you have undo and redo. And then over here, you have your workspace settings. So you can give your entire spreadsheet a description. You type in there, and then you deal with missing values over here. That's the only workplace settings that they have so far. But let's take a look at this redesign of the variable setting window. So if you double click on a variable, it brings up the settings window here. So this settings window it's obviously within the app. Of course, it's not a separate window per se. But it is redesigned from the previous version. So you have your name that goes in this header here. Then you can give it a longer name if you need to. So a variable name, a longer name, if you're going back and forth between R, of course, you're going to want, variable names that don't have spaces and other things like that. But in the long name, this is just the text string, so you can, make sure that it's fully described here. And then you can give it an even bigger description. So like, this is the genders of the participants, whatever. Column type. So JASP has 3 different kinds of variables. We have nominal, and nominal with X would be this little A symbol there. They work the same as long as everything is spelled. They work the same as numbers as long as everything is spelled the same. We have ordinal, which is a ordinal variable and it's used with the scale things here. Although I guess I shouldn't use the word scale because that's scale right there. Ordinal with the increasing bars of the bar graph. I don't have any down here, so don't worry about it. And scale are all interval and ratio scale measurements. So we've got nominal, ordinal, and then interval and ratio are lumped into a scale. And you can see here we've got that. And those can be expressed in whole numbers or in decimal. Now, the new one of the new things that I noticed is the computed type. You can change it of any variable to computed with R code, or computed with drag and drop. Now, the drag and drop is part of the analyses function. Okay, so when you go into making sure an analysis, so if I go into analysis and I double click on here, and I open it up. There it is. So there you go. That's the change. Computed with drag and drop, and then it opens up the computed column definition. It's funny. I didn't click on that yesterday when I was testing all of the new features for the video, and I didn't actually do it. But you can actually put your R code here to compute the column. Now, as you can see, it adds an f of x little symbol here, so function of x, to show you that it was a computed variable. Of course, we don't want that for gender, of course, so we put it back to not computed. And then we can put female and male, and with our label female and male, or we can actually change this if we wanted to. Oh, you know what? It's because I can't change it because it was inputted as a string variable. That's what happened. But if you made a new variable, you could put values and labels. So you can see the labels here, but it uses 1s and 2s, or 0s and 1s, or 1s, 2s, and 3s, or however you want to do it. Groups 1, 2, 3, and 4, whatever. But great filter variable here, checking it on and off. So this redesign is pretty great. You can also change the order of variables. You can reverse order of all labels. If you were like, oh, you know what? I want it to be 5 on top and 1 on the bottom. Then, but you inputted it in as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can switch it, and then it will flip everything all at once instead of having to put these down. And then when you're done with the variable, you can go ahead and close it. So that's how you do both computation. That's the redesign computation is part of the data editing function of the app, right? Okay. Possibility to switch computer columns. I just showed that. Add empty values settings per variable. So this is how you can change the per variable missing values. It doesn't have to be for every variable in the datasheet. Make JASP readable on small screen. Don't have any experience with that. These must be like tablets, maybe? I don't know, tablets that can run JASP? I'm not sure. Copy paste with headers work between JASP and other spreadsheet editor. So this is really important. So if you were had a CSV file open and you just wanted to do a big copy paste, of course, Excel, for example, doesn't have variable headers that aren't rows themselves. And so when you do it, it will read that first row as variable names. It wouldn't do that previously. It would put that in row 1, okay? And then undo, redo, shortcut available everywhere in data editing mode. These two things stay. Okay. All right. So let's do a. Oh, that's fine. Let's leave this up here. So results added video support in annotation. If you're not aware, if you haven't seen my results editor, you should check that. You should check that video out. It's kind of about a year old now, maybe since maybe even longer than that, but it's still pretty good. It's a WYSIWYG editor, and it's actually a pretty hefty WYSIWYG editor. So if I go over here and add note, okay, so descriptive statistics, introduction, click here to add text. When I click on it, I get this nice looking WYSIWYG editor, right? So I get fancy text, bold, italics, underline. I can add links. I can add functions, right? So if I were to enter E equals MC caret squared, and I save that, it will put it in nice notation for me, right? I can do HTML with code blocks. This is adding an image, and here is their support for video. So it says, let me hover over it. Let me get the tooltip again. Embed web video. So here's where it will add. Ooh. Let me do, oh, this is going to be so good. Let me go to my channel here. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Go to my channel. And then if you're not aware, you can search somebody's channel. So JASP data results editor. Let's see what that finds out. Now translatable, modifying import results, our code in results, edit your plots, save plots, JASP online, rain cloud plots. I'm going to say, oh, it was 4 years ago. Sorry, 4 years ago. So here's an update. Share. I'm going to grab the link. I'm going to grab the link and I'm going to copy it into here. And I'm going to save that. And there you go. Here it is. Oh, yeah. This is from 0.10. Yeah. Modify and export results. Yep. No, don't ask again. I don't want to enable diction. I'm good. Okay. So that's how you can do videos. Okay. Annoyingly, my WYSIWYG editor disappeared. Okay. So there's that. You can change the type of text, bullets and numbering. I believe this is colors. This is background, like background color, subscript, superscript, quote, block quote, indent, indent, font size, and clear all the formatting, right? So that is a really powerful WYSIWYG editor. So they added video support in annotations. Computed columns, add possibility to row-wise function like row mean. Oh yeah, so normally you would have to, you could only do, double click on that, you could only do this for columns, but you can also compute, that's JASP help, of course, but you can also do row. And so you have to put row in front of the command, okay? So if you were to find the functions here, right, there they all are, find those functions and mean of y, mean values, sure, we can put in that one, or we can trash that. I said trash, to select it. Okay, there we go. Finally deleted. Or you could do this in R, or at least get the R code for that. Just click, there we go. Wait, no, row. There we go. No, it still says compute column. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about using row means. I just looked at the bug report here. Well, feature request, sorry, not bug report. And it says row sum, column 1, column 2, but I'm not into compute. Oh, compute R with R code. Okay, I see. So compute with R code. Row mean, low D, low F. Oh, you know what? I honestly don't know how you would actually put that. So anyways, you do it here. You can't do it in the drag and drop. So just, there you go. Just be aware of that, right? Just be aware of that. Okay, let's go back to release notes. Oh boy. Some Windows installation, MSIX. Don't use it. Option to fix intercepts to 0 in mean structure for the confirmatory factor analysis module. Add structural invariance and mean structure identification options. Quality control, I don't use it, so you can look at that. You can pause, see what happens there. Machine learning, again, I don't use the machine learning module, so what if this is Greek to me? And then SEM, they added the mean structure option, fixing mean intercept to 0, which is the same option for CFA, since SEM and factor analysis are very similar. They fixed some bugs. The bugs have been fixed. Multiple label filters did not combine. Filter still active after reopening new session. That was not normal behavior. Export CSV file from JASP will lose values. They fixed that. That was I ran into that bug one time. Luckily, only one time. Now you can use LaTeX in dark mode. better than before. I don't use LaTeX, so there you go. Bayesian ANOVA. They fixed the model inference. They fixed the bracket at log BF10 in the learn Bayes module. They fixed some machine learning bugs. They fixed a lot of quality control bugs. And they fixed a German translation in the regression. I love it. And then wrong values for a few different statistic reporting. Reliability, you get now the confidence interval for Krippendorf's alpha, and this structural equation modeling, the chi-square change with addition, missing an I there, that's okay, of second model. That was a bug that occurred. So go ahead and grab yourself, if you use JASP 0.18.2, I don't think you'll be disappointed, and stay tuned for a video on the new process module. As always, leave your comments, suggestions, questions, and feedback down below. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.